Welcome to Lifelines of National Economy, Part-2. Students, in the last part, that is Part 1, we saw about what is the importance of transportation and communication in national economy and the means of transports, land, water and air domains. In land domain, we saw about roadways and railways. Another one more we have to see is pipelines. So we are continuing with the pipelines in this part. The new arrival in the transportation map of India is pipeline transportation. Pipelines, as you see at home also, they transport water. So it was used to transport water to cities and industries. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories, big thermal power plants. Here you could see the oil refineries, pipes used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas. The far inland location of refineries like Bharani, Mathura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought of only because of the use of pipelines. Initial cost for laying pipelines is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. There are three important networks of pipeline transportation in the country. Let us take in this map. From oil fields in Upper Assam, I have marked it in the green. Okay, so from Digboy, okay, via Guwahati, Baruni and Allahabad. It branches from Baruni to Haldia via Rajband and Rajband to Maurigram and Guwahati to Siliguri. All these things I have marked especially in green color stars. Let us see the next important pipeline. From Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi and Sonipat. And it has the branches to connect Koyali near Vadodara, Gujarat. Let us see the next pipeline. Gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. It has branches to Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur and Babrala and other places in Uttar Pradesh. Waterways. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. What is waterways? The usage of sea and rivers for transportation is called waterways. So India is having a long coastline which is having many natural harbors for the water transport. And India has an inland navigation of waterways for about 14,500 kilometers. And out of these, 5,685 kilometers are navigable by missionized vessels. Means what? The missionized vessel means big ships. Let us see some national waterways. So, national waterway number 1, the Ganga River between Allahabad and Haldia. It is around 1620 kilometers. Then National Waterway number 2, Brahmaputra River between Sadia and Dhubri, that is 891 kilometers. Then National Waterway number 3, the West Coast Canal in Kerala, Kottapuram to Kollam, Udyogmandal and Champakara canals, 205 kilometers. National Waterway number 4, specified stretches of Godavari and Krishna rivers along with Kakinada Puducherry stretch of canals, 1078 kilometers. Then National Waterway number 5, specified stretches of river Brahmani along with Mattai river, delta channels of Mahanadi and Brahmani rivers and East Coast Canal, 588 kilometers. There are some other inland waterways on which substantial transportation takes place. Already we have seen this: Mandavi, Jauri, Kumbarjua, Sundarbans, Barak and backwaters of Kerala. Apart from this, India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports located along the coast. 95% of the country's trade volume, that is 68% in terms of value, is moved by the sea. With a long coastline of 7,516.6 kilometers, India is dotted with 12 major and 200 notified non-major, that is minor or intermediate ports. These major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. So we also know that our coastline is divided into 4 or even 5. So when we take the western side, we have the coastline from Gujarat. We call it as Konkan coast. Then from Goa to Mangalore, so our Kannad coast, and from Mangalore to Kerala, Cochin, it is called as Malabar coast. So when we take the eastern coast, that is Bay of Bengal coast, we have Coromandel coast and northern Sircars. So you could see the major ports. So Kandala in Kutch was the first port, and then Mumbai port. Then we have Kandala tidal port, and also we have Goa. Then we have Mangalore port, and then Cochin port. So in eastern side we have Tuticorin. Then it is a artificial port, and then Chennai, then Visakhapatnam, Paradeep, Kolkata and Halda. So all these things, they are the major ports. So Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well sheltered harbour. The Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Marmagova port, that is Goa. Then in the premier iron export port of this country, Marmagova, and this port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. So New Mangalore port, located in Karnataka, caters the export of iron ore concentration from Kudarmukh mines. Kochi is extreme south western port, located at the entrance of a lagoon with a natural harbour. Moving along the east coast, we have seen the Tuticorin, then which has flourishing trade handling of largest variety of cargo to our neighbouring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives and the coastal region of India. Chennai is one of the oldest artificial port of the country, and it is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of the volume of trade and cargo. And Visakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. So it is a shipbuilding center, and this port was originally conceived as an outlet for iron ore exports. Now Paradeep port located in Odisha specialized in export of iron ore. Kolkata is an inland riverine port, and it serves as a large and rich hinterland of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. In order to relieve growing pressure on Kolkata port, the Haldia port was developed. It has a subsidiary port. Airways is the fastest transportation. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary deserts, dense forests, and also along the oceanic stretches with great ease. So, that if we think about the northeastern part of our country, with big rivers, dissected relief, dense forest, and frequent floods and international frontier, see, air transport made it to access easier. The air transport was nationalized in 1953 on an operational side, Indian Airlines and Air India. Air India provides international air services, and Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations. And the Indian Airlines operation also extended to the neighboring countries of South and Southeast Asia and Middle East. So we know a lot of international airports, that is Bombay is an international airport, Delhi is an international airport, Chennai is also an international airport. Communication. Since humans appeared on the earth, they have been using different means of communication. The long distance communication is far easier without physical movement of communicator or receiver during these days. Personal communication and mass communication include television, radio, press, films, and personal communication you could say letters, then mobile. And the Indian postal network is the largest in the world. It handles parcels as well as the personal writing communications. Cards and envelopes are considered first class mail and are airlifted between stations covering both land and the air. The second class mail includes book packets, registered newspapers, periodicals. They are carried by the surface mails covering land and water transport. To facilitate quick delivery in mails in large towns and cities, 6 mail channels have been introduced recently. Rajdhani channel, Metro channel, Green channel, Business channel, Bulk mail channel, and Periodic channel. India has one of the largest telecom networks in Asia, excluding urban places, more than 2/3 of villages in India. So we were having STD, subscriber trunk dialing and telephone facility, and nowadays there is a uniform rate of STD facilities all over India. Now with this space technology, with the communication satellites, it is possible that we are having lot of communication networks like Jio, Vodafone, and Airtel. So like that, lot of private communication systems also have come. And regarding the mass communication, we are having the Akashvani, that is Indian radio, and also Doordarshan, Indian television network. And this is national television channel which is broadcast a variety of programs from entertainment, educational, sports and different age groups. And India is publishing a large number of newspapers, periodicals, and it produces in some things like short programs or short feature films, short films. Central Board of Film Certification is the authority to certify both Indian and foreign films for the media. Okay, now what is international trade? So first let us understand what is trade. Trade is the exchange of goods among people between the states and countries is referred to as trade. The marketplace is where such an exchanges takes place. So international trade means trade between two countries. Advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its economic prosperity. So we consider it as economic barometer for a country. So India has trade relation with all major trading blocs and all geographical regions of the world. The commodities exported from India to other countries include gems, jewelries, and chemicals and related products, agriculture and allied products. Exchange of commodities and goods have been superseded by the exchange of information and knowledge. India has emerged as a software giant at the international level, and it is earning large foreign exchange through the export of information technology. The commodities imported to India include petroleum crude and products, gems and jewelry, chemicals and related products, base metals, electronic items, machinery, agriculture and allied products. Tourism in India has grown substantially over the last 3 decades. More than 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Let us see the types of tourism. Adventure tourism, cultural tourism, ecotourism, pilgrimage tourism, medical tourism and wildlife tourism. Foreign tourists visit our country for heritage tourism like adventure, ecotourism, cultural tourism and pilgrimage tourism, and also business tourism. There is a vast potential for development of tourism in all parts of the country. Efforts are being made to promote different types of tourism for this upcoming industry. Tourism also promotes national integration, provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. It also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its size, diversity, linguistic and socio-cultural plurality. Railways, airways, waterways, pipelines, newspapers, radio, television, cinema and internet have been contributing to its socio-economic progress in many ways. Thank you students. We will soon meet again in our next video.